Fox News contributor Raymond Arroyo was in the French Quarter celebrating New Orleans New Year's Eve with his family just hours before the attack. Raymond, this is home for you. It's got to hit hard. Tell us your thoughts.
Yeah, you bet. Well, look, Jason, thanks for having me, and I grieve with all those who've lost loved ones and my brothers and sisters here in New Orleans. The French Quarter, I know for many visitors, it's a place of frolic. It's a place you go to drink and have a good time. For those of us who live here, it's where we celebrate family occasions. It's where we worship. The cathedral is the center of town, and something that's been lost in today's coverage, Jason. Those IEDs that were placed by either this terrorist who drove down Bourbon Street or his 4 or 5 accomplices, we don't know exactly who they are or how many or how they're related, but someone, apparently 3 men and a woman, planted IEDs. They planted them between cop cars, and they planted them near the cathedral. That is a classic hallmark for ISIS as they conduct their terror sprees all over the world, whether it's Germany or Nigeria, blowing up churches in the Philippines. And everyone should take note. Today was not just any day. For many Catholics in New Orleans, it's a feast day, a day of obligation where everybody comes together and goes to Mass. So whoever was planning this clearly knew or had some semblance of understanding that this was a holy day and Catholics would be assembling maybe at this oldest place of worship in the city of New Orleans, the cathedral. And I think we need to refocus on the terror that ISIS and Islamic radicals pose to us all over the West, throughout the West, not only in the United States.
Yeah, I was actually touched by one of the teams that's playing tomorrow is Notre Dame, and to see their fans gathering in prayer was really interesting. All right, I want to get your reaction to what Kirk Patrick, the superintendent of the New Orleans Police Department, said. Watch this, and I want to get your reaction.
This particular terrorist drove around onto the sidewalk. We had barriers there, we had officers there, and they still got around. The wedges that you see out there as well, we knew that had malfunction problems. So we did indeed have a plan, but the terrorist defeated it.
Yeah, well, with all due respect,
that's not exuding a lot of confidence
Patrick,
there, Raymond.
Yeah, her plan sucked. That's why the terrorists defeated it. I was there, Jason. We couldn't drive into the French Quarter last night. By the way, I had dinner literally a block away from where this idiot drove down Bourbon Street. I was a block away having dinner just a few hours before with my family. Thank God we left before midnight and got out of there. But the point here, the chief of police in New Orleans and Mayor LaToya Cantrell have a lot to answer for. They're talking about the security perimeter. There's something called bollards. These are those round pilings that block traffic from coming in and out of a street. Now, somehow, the city of New York brings dump trucks in, they block streets, they protect Trump Tower that way. But the city of New Orleans hasn't figured it out. They had one cop car and what I would call a road closed sign, just a little, a sign in the street. That's what blocked our turning down Bourbon Street. This terrorist had no civic duty. He went right around onto the sidewalk and took those people out. The city of New Orleans spent, in 2017, $40 million. Mitch Landrieu got it for the city. Do you know why? To put security stanchions in place because of the truck driving accident, the terror attack in Nice in 2016, because Landrieu feared we would have a pedestrian terrorist accident like this and we couldn't protect our visitors. For some reason, that money vanished. We don't have proper working stanchions to protect these walkways in the city of New Orleans. If you're going to close the city down, if you're going to close the streets down, make sure you protect them for the people visiting from the terrorists. For whatever reason, the city of New Orleans did not do that. They have a lot to answer for. The only hope I have to offer tonight, Jason, is it is the feast of Mary, Mother of God, and she, too, ran from terrorists several times, holding God close to her and trusting in him. She survived, and I think we will as well.
Now, Raymond, hearts go out to everybody there in Louisiana. And thanks for joining us. Glad you and your family are safe.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.